A voting system. Voting is the main vehicle by which decisions are arrived in a democratic society. I will ask my teammates about their choice of sports brand when it comes to their preferred soccer shoes.
I prefer Adidas for my football shoes.
Nike. I prefer Nike.
Adidas. I prefer Nike. I prefer Mizuno.
I prefer Adidas Spike. Adidas Spike.
Okay.
I prefer Nike. I prefer Adidas.
I prefer to use Adidas for my football.
I prefer Adidas.
Showing are the four definitions of methods of voting. We have here majority, plurality, Condorcet, and Hare system. Majority method means the candidate which receives the majority more than 50% of first place votes wins the election. Plurality means more votes than any other candidate, whereas majority means more than 50% of votes. Every majority is the plurality. Condorcet method determines the winner through a head-to-head competition, wherein the winner should beat every other candidate. Hare system is a method wherein the winner is determined by repeatedly deleting candidates in the stages that are least preferred. Voting systems are much more easier to use as a method to identifying the person compared to dictate the person to his or her assignment task. A fair voting for me is that the reasonable criteria that are a measure of fairness of certain aspects of voting, including non-dictatorships, unrestricted domain, non-imposition, Pareto efficiency, and independence of irrelevant alternatives. What is the best option for the commuters deciding on how to go to work? What is the social choice theory to the commuters? The commuters will decide to use the transportation in order for them to arrive early to their destination. The theory is which kind of transportation will take them faster in a short period of time. Game theory is the study of strategic interactions between participants in a situation that contains a set of rules and a set of outcomes. The participants actually chose a card where they think they can win from any other participants. Gamblers betting in a card game. Each player will choose other preferred cards to win the game.
Coding theory is the study of the properties of codes and their fitness for a specific application, in which it involves the study of error-correcting codes, data compression, and cryptography. These codes are studied by various scientific disciplines for the purpose of designing an efficient and reliable data transmission methods. Coding theory. It is a system which makes sure that secret communications stay secret. It is concerned with security, privacy, or confidentiality of communication over an unsecured channel. This generation, most of the people rely on their phones, computers, laptops, and any other gadgets that they can use, in which a lot of these gadgets are used to send messages from one place to another. However, through these channels, noise may corrupt these messages along the way. So this is where error detection and correction takes place. In addition, mathematics can also help us to secure our messages. For example, organizations, businesses, and governments use cryptography in order to secure their messages, such as protecting their transactions between computers as well as to secure their stored data. Communication is in our daily lives. With all the noise that disrupts every message, mathematics will always be there to help us. Then, mathematics will also be there to secure our messages, especially if it is traveling through an unsecured channel. For all the things that I have mentioned, studying these concepts will help us to communicate efficiently and securely.
Finance is a study of management concerning money and investments.
especially large amount of money handled by the government or business companies. While money management is a process of how an individual handles all the aspects of finances, especially earning, spending, saving, and investing money. Finance and money management plays a big role in our lives because it helps us on how to spend, invest, save our money. Through money management, we are able to control our spending and to somehow save money and earn with a small interest. It is very important to budget our money because without budgeting, we might experience overspending and can cause debts with other people. Also, it is important to budget so that we will know the things that should be prioritized to fit our budget. There are possible tips in budgeting your money. First is identify your short-term and long-term goal. Second is calculate possible expenses. Third is track your spending. And fourth is save or invest money.
A pattern is classified as repeated designs. The types of patterns are rosette, frieze, and wallpapers. While isometry is the transformation of the image which is congruent to the original figure, and the distance of the image and the original figure are the same. The different types of isometries are translation, reflection, rotation, and dilation. Patterns and isometries are significant in our daily lives. Seeing different types of patterns and isometries in our surroundings gives us a good feeling in ourselves and in our sight, especially if the patterns are nice. Houses, paintings, and many more. Without patterns and isometries, our lives will be boring. I can't imagine seeing the world plain and surrounded by straight lines.
Bettina, you know what fractals are?
No, what is it?
We may not be aware, but fractals are everywhere. A fractal is a geometric pattern that repeats at every level of magnification. Another way to explain might be to use Mandelbrot's own definition that a fractal is a geometric shape that can be separated into parts of each which is reduced scale version of the whole. Now you know what fractals are.
Yes.
Do you know the different kinds? Let's find out. There are different types of fractals. Geometric fractals, Julia set, and algebraic fractals.
Oh, now I get it. How do you apply it in your life?
Fractals are not just complex shapes and pictures generated by computers. Anything that appears random and unusual can be a fractal. Fractals spread through our lives, appearing in places as tiny as membrane of a cell and as majestic as the solar system. Fractals are the unique irregular patterns left behind by the unpredictable movements of the chaotic world at work. Fractals is one way to appreciate our surroundings. Therefore, we should always care for what we are looking at.